Capacity 64,642. Lisbon. The other stadium from the Portuguese capital hosts none other than Sporting's arch-rival Benfica. The locals call the stadium A Catedra, and it is hard to deny that, as the arena is truly monumental. The 60-seater has hosted the final of the aforementioned European Championships and 2 Champions League finals. Estádio do Dragão, capacity 50,033, Porto. Like the previous 2, this venue was also built on the occasion of the Portuguese Euros, and there is no doubt that all arenas share quite a few features. The Dragons Stadium has the main pitch below ground level, which is flanked by 2 tiers.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we swear in colors, with undying demand. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Diversity is unique, we are more than the solution.
We are Nigeria, strength in unity, we know they carry life. We are Nigeria, together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Top of the morning to you, and many thanks for joining us on today's edition of BM Sports, your morning tea, coming to you from NT Sports 24. I am Bade Adile, and of course Tuesday night was very interesting, and of course let's just say it was Arsenal's night, especially when it comes to the UEFA Champions League. Come on, 7-0, 7-1. And the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 encounter against a big team. Come on, that's huge. So if the Gunners are not celebrating, they've got reasons to actually celebrate. That's huge. And the Madrid derby, the first leg ended 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. But that one, we still know that loads on loads of things to look out for in the second leg. And many other interesting things that we saw. You know, Aston Villa. Some said it was a gifted victory, but we'll talk about that and many other interesting things. So we'll be talking about all these things, you know, the UEFA Champions League. And of course, 4 more matches are up today. We cannot wait to see them. And some other interesting discussions. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, Coach Eric Chelle, has dropped a 39-man provisional squad for the games against Rwanda and, you know, Zimbabwe. We cannot wait to just see how, you know, who's going to make the final 23-man squad. But Ahmed Musa has returned. So it's quite interesting. We'll be talking about these and many more on the show today. Many thanks again for joining us. Alright, don't forget that we've got our companion segments from the exercise to the newspaper review, and of course the discussions that we'll be having. At 11, we're going to bring to you the AM news. So these and many more will be coming your way. For now, let's go on this very short break. When we return, we hit the gym straight away. Alright, we're going to continue with what we started just on Tuesday as Uduak Ekara, and of course our two guests will be taking us through the drills. And of course, if you do care about your general well-being, then that's what you can do to keep the body and soul together. So, and if you care to burn some calories, you're at the right place. So let's go hit the gym with Uduak straight away.
Welcome to another amazing Tabata workout session. Today I have with me two amazing athletes, Sharon and Ali, and we're going to give you a proper step butt workout. If you're ready, let's get into it.
Welcome to Tabata.
So we're starting with the warm-up. Just do as I do. Ali, are you ready? Sharon, are you ready? Alright, we're starting with taps to each side. Left side first, let's go. Left, right. 1, 2, well done. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 1. Come on, speed, Ali, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Give it up. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Fantastic. Are we good? Next one is 1, 2, 1, 2. Catch your breath. Starting on the left side. 3, 2. Let's go. Left, right, left, right. 1, 2. 1, 2, come on, 1, 2, 1, 2, keep it up, 1, 2, 1, almost there, that's it, let's go in 3, 2, next one is 1, 2, bring it up, 1, 2, bring it up, it's still a warm up, alright, ready, 2 pulses, let's go in 3, 2, take it down, 1, 2, bring it up, 1, 2, bring it up, 1, 2, bring it up, 1, 2, keep it going, 1, 2, that's it, 1, 2, come on, 1, 2, 1, almost there, that's how you do it, 3, 2, alright, tap, 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 we're starting on our left side, alright guys, catch your breath, 3, 2, 1, let's go, left, right, left, right, well done, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, keep it going, you're nearly there, stay strong with me, alright, let's go, 3, 2, 1, fantastic, squat, punch, 1, 2, we squat and punch to the left side first, alright guys, let's go, 3, 2, 1, take it down, 1, 2, that's it, good job, 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go, 1, 2, 1, 2, keep it going, 1, 2, 1, 2, almost there, that's how you do it, alright, 1, 2, bring it up, 1, 2, bring it up, get ready guys, we're taking it easy, 3, 2, take it down, 1, 2, and up, 1, 2, 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 up, almost there guys, 3, 2, next one is 1, 2, 1, 2, we're going to the right side first, ready Sharon? Are we good? Alright, in 3, 2, to the right, 1, 2, then twist, left, take it to the right, and then left, that's how you do it, 1, 2, Come on. 1, 2, 1. Almost there.
5, 4,
All right. 3, 2. It doesn't do the warm up because I'm already sweating, guys. All right, we're stepping to the side. We'll start with the right, then to the left. Ready? Modify jacks in 3, 2. Let's go. Step. Step. Come on. 1, 2. Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2. 1, 2. Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the warm-up. We're about to get into the main routine. All right, so first circuit, we have 2 workouts. All right, you're going to go into half burpees. Here's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and modified jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, modified jack. The next one, you place your left leg up. On the step board, you drive 1, 2, then shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we good to go, guys? Sharon and Ali, I need energy. Yes, we do. We do want to hear how you're feeling.
Welcome to
all right? Okay, guys.
Are you ready?
So get into
5,
a position.
3, 2,
All right, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Sharon, you got this. Let's go. Step, step. Again. Go. Step, step. That's it. Step. Fantastic. Go. Good job. I love it already. So now your left leg is up. We're facing this way. 2 knees, 4 shuffles. Ready? Catch your breath. 3, 2. Bring it in. 1, 2. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's go. That's it. Shuffle. Good job. Go. You're nearly there. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Good job, guys. We're going back to the step board. Woo! I love this. Take it down, guys. Half burpees. All right, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. Step. Again. All right, step. Step. Let's go. Step. Step. Keep it up. Step. You're nearly there. All right, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Now we're facing here. Right leg is on the step board. Let's power through it. Ready?
5, 4.
Let's go in 3, 2. Bring it in. 1, 2. Shuffle. That's it. Shuffle. Easy, Sharon. Let's go. 1, 2. Go. Are you real over there? 1, 2. Let's go. That's it. Good. I love this. Well done. You see why I keep going, right? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Halfway.
Take it down. I love it. 3, 2. Bring it in. Modify. Again. Come on. Good job. Go. That's it. Come on. Almost there. All right. 3, 2. Woo. The sneakers want to do something, but we're facing this way, guys. Come on, come on, come on. Let's not give up. Let's do it. Ready?
3, 2,
all right, bring it in. Shuffle. Good job. Go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Fantastic. So are you tired yet? No, you're not. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Take it down. Ready?
3, 2,
all right, bring it in. Jack. Again. Come on. Give it up. Go. That's it. Woo. You're almost there. 3, 2. All right, now we're facing this way.
round 8.
I love it. The last one. Walk with me, guys. Ready? Let's go in.
3, 2,
all right, bring it in. Shuffle. Good job. Shuffle. Let's go. Keep it up. That's it. You're almost there. All right. 3, 2, 1. Stop. I love it. Are you breaking a sweat like me? That's good. So while we're resting, I'll show you what the next circuit is. Mountain climbers and step ups, all right? Or fast steps. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. All through the 20 seconds. Then we're gonna come up, down, up, down. Do we get that, Ali? How are you feeling? Is it bad? Not so bad. Sharon, what about you? So bad? Come on. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm sure it's not that bad. All right, let's go.
Are you ready?
Take it down.
5,
All right.
4,
In 3, 2, bring it in. Mountain climbers. Good job. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep it up. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Breathe through it, Sharon. You got this. That's it. Almost there. All right. So up and down. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the next one. Ready? All right. Up, down.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep it up. Good job. All right. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Ali, high five. Sharon. All right, so we've come to the end of today's Tabata stepboard workout. Sharon, how did it feel? So good. You're lying. Ali, how did it feel? I totally enjoyed it. It was good, right? I totally enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. It was intense. I love it. So intense. I love it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We look forward to seeing you more. Enjoy yourself.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise and land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree. We swear in colors, we turn dark into light. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Authenticity is unique, we are more than destination.
We are Nigeria, strength in unity. We know they carry light. We are Nigeria, together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Talk, your reliable sports platform that allows sports-loving Nigerians to bear their minds on trending topics in the world of sports. I am Francis Kabile.
And that was probably what happened between
some of the coaches. I quote it.
It's not like what you see in Europe. It's not like what you see out.
Right, welcome back from the exercise segment, and straight away we're moving to the newspaper review segment on the show today. And our man Peter Ibo makes his return to the show. Good morning to you, Peter.
Good morning, buddy.
Arsenal wanted to kill PSV yesterday. 7-1. What's the offense?
It was just an historic outcome, my brother. The defeat was just something else. In fact, Arsenal has made an history again.
Without striker. Interesting. All right, I want to believe you're ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, Peter is very much ready, so he will be returning shortly with his guest to give us the newspaper review segment. Do stay with us.
Welcome to the newspaper review segment of AN Sport. We have some interesting stories in some of our sport dailies. We have the Punch Sport Extra and the Matrix Sport. I would like to tell you that some of the stories here are stories that you want to see. Please just stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break, when I will also introduce my guests that I have. We'll connect with him through Zoom. Please just stay tuned. I still remain your anchor, Peter Oyibo, and we'll be joining one of our regular analysts in the house, in the person of Suleiman Musa. Will be joining us through Zoom. Suleiman Musa, good to see you this morning.
Peter.
Without wasting time, Suleiman will look at the Punch Sport Extra. The Punch Sport Extra with so many captivating stories this morning. With a bold headline coming from Super Eagles head coach in the person of Eric Schell. We saw that he has released the list for the World Cup qualification that is coming up soon. and our first match will be against Rwanda. And Suleiman Musa, I know you have seen the list, and we have some new faces on this particular list. Suleiman Musa, what will you make out of this list this morning?
Yeah, I believe the provisional 30 plus man list was interesting. That was what many Nigerians were looking forward to. If you look at the compilation of that list, will tell that Eric Chell is somebody who understands, the politics of Nigerian football. Those who made it to the provisional list, if you look at it critically, some of them have been in the squad before, fading out, and we also had some new name coming in. To me, the list was okay, even though that list will be trimmed to 20-something man list. But before that comes, I believe now Eric Chell, who is scouting all over the places. We've seen him last weekend in Kano, where he watched the game between Kano Pillars and Rangers. That's the MPFL defending champion, where he watched Ahmed Musa, he watched Ide, and some couple of interesting players who are doing well in the NPFL. So I'm not surprised to see Ahmed Musa making a return to this provisional list, even though we are not too sure if he will make the final list. But the list is a strong one. It's a list that carries enough weight, and it's a list of that has a statement that yes, Nigeria are trying to see they secure the World Cup qualification, even though we've seen Eric Chell, having support from all quarters. The the NFF are behind him, the National Sports Commission are behind him. They say that they will give him anything that he needed to prosecute this last phase of the qualifiers that we in Nigeria is sport in the next World Cup. Nigerians cannot afford to see us slipping out of the next World Cup in United States, Canada, and Mexico. It will not be well for Nigeria not to miss back-to-back World Cup. Nigeria is being known as a sporting nation, a football nation for that matter, and we've lost in the last edition, so we cannot afford to lose in this edition. The match before us is the match against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. We are playing Rwanda away and Zimbabwe at home. So we need to get a maximum point from these two games. 6 points we need from these games, and we have everything in our possession and in our arsenal to see that we win these two games. It's an easy one for us with concentration and determination and hard work. But once commitment, patriotism is not there. Before Rwanda, will take a point from us, and Zimbabwe will take a point from us. We are uncomparable between Nigeria, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe. We have the world top-notch players who are doing well in Europe and some in Nigeria. So we can't afford to lose this, to drop a point from these two games that are ahead of us. Kudos to Eric Chell. I'm very happy for that list that came out. Maduka Okoye is back now, and Akere Dolu, a local goalkeeper here in Nigeria, is also among, because he shortlisted 5-man goalkeeper in the provisional list. But at the end of the day, I know it is 3 of them that will skate through, Peter.
Thank you for that. You from the list anyway. We saw Tolu Arokodare, who also played for KRS, Gent of Benjon, and we also have Cristantos Uche, who also plays in Spain. These are new intake into the team. Suleiman Musa, and if you want to look into our local league, we only saw a former Super Eagles captain in the person of Ahmed Musa, which he plays for Kano Pillar. I think, if I may be right, he is the only one I saw on that list that is from our local league. Suleiman, from your own perspective, is this balance enough for you?
No, Ahmed Musa is not the only player from our local league. We have a goalkeeper who is also from our local league, and a few others that are in that list. But it's a good blend, as I said earlier. It's a good blend between the local and foreign-based players. And it is good for us to start using our, domestic players who are playing in the MPFL. Sometimes over-relying on these, foreign players can, have a negative effect on the team because some of them, the season is getting towards an end now, and some of these players won't afford to, have injury or a kind of setback that will affect their clubs. So when you blend these players, it gives you extra energy and extra beats to see that you win some matches. And these players coming in, they will tap some experience from these foreign players. So the list is very fair. We have to be fair with Eric Chell, but his first 2 matches now will determine how far this guy is going to stay in Nigeria, because should he drop points, the criticism that he will get and the backlash, I don't think if he can be able to carry it, because Nigerians are so worried that we qualify for the World Cup, and if he understood very well when he was appointed, some people are against his appointment. So let him prove people wrong that he's the man for the Super Eagles, and he's the best choice that NFF has made, to have a good successor for Finidi George.
Suleiman, away from that, we also have a story coming from Victor Osimhen's transfer deal. So for now, it is a difficult task for Manchester United having Victor Osimhen into their team. I don't think if the deal is going the right way. What is your take?
Yes, Osimhen is, it's a daily conversation in the media these days because he has earned it. People are not talking of Osimhen out of sight. They are talking about Osimhen. They are still on point because Osimhen has proven to be a legacy striker, a consistent striker, and he's one of the most sought after forward in the world. And Manchester United, we learned that they are trying to see if they can have him in their club, as part of a rebuilding process of Ruben Amorim. But it's something that is very difficult even for Osimhen, because we've seen how he left Napoli last summer. He left unceremoniously because he has a strained relationship with the club and the incoming coach then, that's Antonio Conte, and which led him to go to Galatasaray at the last last date of the transfer deadline, because Turkey has an extended day in the transfer window. That was why in the transfer deadline then, that was how he was able to secure a move to Turkey. And despite him being in Turkey, he has proven himself. He's the leading goal scorer in Turkey, and his team, they are in a good position there. They are topping the Turkish Turkish Super League, and he's scoring in the most difficult games. So that was why club are scouting for him. They wanted him, like Chelsea and Arsenal as well. They are also trying to see if they can get Osimhen's signature. But we know the politics in his clause or in his transfer saga is the only thing that will be very difficult for some clubs to have him, because Napoli, Osimhen wanted his transfer deal to be reduced, the money attached to his transfer to be reduced, but we learned that Napoli are insisting that nothing will be reduced from that money they peg for him. But let's see if club they can trigger that clause and get him signed, because I don't think any club that signed Victor Osimhen will regret having him in their squad, because he's a proven striker and he's somebody who can get you goals anytime.
You saw yesterday's game where Arsenal demolished PSV by 7-1. How will you describe that encounter? Many said it's an historic one, but what will you say about that very match?
Yes, if some people say it's an historic one, yes, I can agree with them. But Arsenal are teams that a football team that has a reputable record in Europe, and I'm not surprised when they beat Demolition PSV by 7 goes to 1 humiliation. Arsenal deserve to win that game. If you look at that game, they play very well. They play better than PSV. In less than 20 minutes, they've got 3 goals to 1. So that shows you how determined Arsenal is. Maybe this year's Champions League is for Arsenal. We don't know. But having 7 goals to 1 in a Champions League, a match of that caliber, and they are playing a game away, you should know how determined and committed Arsenal players are. Despite not having a natural striker in their squad, but they managed to get this number of goals. Their midfield are scoring, their defenders are scoring. The wingers are scoring, so everybody is a scorer. It's a goal getter in Arsenal. I'm very happy. I'm pretty happy for them, and that shows that Arsenal, they are straight to the quarterfinals with this goal. There's no magic that PSG, can do to come to the Emirates Stadium and overturn that goal house. They cannot do it. So Arsenal and Aston Villa, I really appreciate what they did yesterday. They play a very good football. And they got the goal, because in Champions League football, what matters is the number of goals that you have in your first leg that will determine if you are scaling through or you are not scaling through. But I'm happy for Arsenal, quite okay.
My time is not too much on our side this morning. We also have Real Madrid also defeated Atletico by 2-1. And coming to our own local league here, we also have Finidi George here also anticipate for Remo Sleep.
Yes, let's start from the Real Madrid and Atletico. They are local rivals, so each time they play a very crack football, and that was what happened yesterday. So Real Madrid had a slender lead by beating Atletico by 2 goals to 1. Kudos to Carlos Ancelotti's side, but Atletico play away. I believe during next week, during the reverse fixture, they can be able to do better. And Finidi George MPFL performance this season, he started very well with Rivers United before, when they get tough, that they've started dropping points. So as we just said, he's hoping that Remo start drop some points so that he can be able to see if Rivers United will take the MPFL. But it's very difficult one. I don't think anybody can be able to, displace Remo Stars from that top position. Remo Stars are already, for the first time, I believe they are projecting themselves to be the MPFL champion. They are trying to displace or to take the reign from Enugu Rangers. So let's just we have some few matches to determine what happened. If they can be able to win their next from the games that remain, if they can be able to win 6-7 matches, I believe Remo Stars will be crown winner. Right now, some people have started calling them, the champions elect, but let's see if they are going to sustain that tempo.
Actually, we'll wait to see what we also play out if they can maintain it. Away from the Punch Sport Extra, Suleiman, let us go straight to the Metri Sport. I think from the Metri Sport here, we also have similar stories from that of the Punch Sport newspaper this morning. We also have Arsenal's match between PSV. And we also have the Super Eagles Eric Chelly's list released ahead of the World Cup qualification. Can you just say in 1 minute, you can say something on that?
Yes, Arsenal game has, dominated the sports media today because it was surprising. Nobody gave them that chance to be able to win by such a number of goals. But like I just said earlier, Arsenal have surprised so many. They have silenced their critics now. Everybody's mouth is now mute. If you are not, commending them, then you should not criticize them. Mikel Arteta knows what he was doing because during the transfer window in January, people were saying Arsenal needs a top striker so that they can be able to push for the domestic league and also their Champions League campaign this season. But that, that did not come to play because they could not sign any player during the transfer window, and now they are proving people wrong that it's not just a striker that that is needed in Arsenal. When you play a teamwork, even without a top-notch striker, you can win your game, and that is what came to play yesterday. I really have to say a very big congratulations to the Arsenal team. That was good enough for them, and they are one of the first team now to secure. I wouldn't say it's official, but they are one of the first team now to secure a spot in the quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. And for the Super Eagles, preliminary list squad, as we just said, it was a good one for us. But we know that some names will get streamed from that list to reduce it to 22 or 23 man squad. Abubakar Sadiq, has found his name back also in the squad, and few other players like that. So let's see what they can do. This list also, has given like 2 week gap before the FIFA World Cup qualifiers will come. So this will give those in the list the avenue to prove themselves in this 2 week club side in this period. You will automatically be selected. But once your performance is below par, that is when I think the coach will drop those names from the squad.
Congratulations to Arsenal and also some of the Super Eagles players who have been called up against the World Cup qualification that will be coming up. We also wish them well. I think that is much we can take this morning on the newspaper review segment. I've been discussing with Suleiman Musa. Suleiman Musa, you still do us a favor. You stand by. I will get back to you as the programs continue as we join Bade Adeleye. I am Peter Oivo. Goodbye for now.
All right, welcome back from the newspaper review segment. Straight away, let's have our first discussion segment. I will still have on the line no other person than our very own Suleiman Musa. Suleiman, from me to you, good morning.
Good morning, Bade Adeleye.
Interesting to have you, Suleiman. You look to be enjoying, your brief, shall I call it vacation or holiday? Quite interesting. All right, straight away. Let's go straight to, the UEFA Champions League. You were discussing earlier with Peter about that. But let's take a close look at the full results we got, on Tuesday. The 3 matches, we do have the results there. But let's start with Aston Villa, recording a 3-1 win, away to Club Brugge. What do you make of that?
Yeah, Unai Emery is a master of European football. He has done it severally with Sevilla, even though it is not in the Champions League play, it is in the Europa. So, and he also did it with Real Sociedad, winning 4 Europa championships. So, he's a man who understands European football very well. And people were surprised yesterday. Nobody gave Aston Villa that chance because Sport Brugge, they really did very well in this year's Champions League tournament. They full surprises, beating bigger teams in Europe, and emerge as even if you look at their playoff qualification, they still pull a surprise and beat a giant team. So going to Belgium to beat them by 3-1 was a huge one for Unai Emery. And his players are doing well because this January transfer window, he secured a very big names, but in the person of Marco Rashford and Marco Asensio. So it's a very big addition to to Aston Villa. And if you look at what they are doing domestically, they are also doing well. They have secured qualification to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and in the table standing in the EPL, they are still fair on the table. So Aston Villa are doing well. Even getting the qualification of the Champions League this season, it's a plus to them because they finished very well. They finished fourth in the EPL last season. So I believe Aston Villa are one of the underdogs in the Champions League this season, but they are a team also that people should watch out for because their Champions League performances this season, it was very good. If you look at their first 3 games in the Champions League, they secure a healthy 9 points, beating all their opponents. So I believe if they continue in this trajectory, I think they will go far. They will go as far as the semi-final or the final in the Champions League this season. Looking at the scoreline between Madrid and Atletico Madrid, we know that game is going to be very difficult for both sides. Madrid are, the king of Europe. They have done so much in the Champions League, winning it for a record 15 times last season. So they are the defending champion, but playing with local rival, how difficult and how interesting that game is going to be. Thankfully for Diaz goal that make it 2-1. Julian Alvarez leaving Manchester City to Atletico Madrid. People are saying that he will not click. He left Manchester City because of playing time when Haaland came. He was not having that space to play more, so he has to leave, and now he's doing so much in Atletico Madrid. He was the one that got that 1 goal for them. That was good for them. And the game between Arsenal, as you already know, it was a straight victory for Arsenal. If I will be permitted, I would say they are straight in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, because Arsenal surprised many people that they are a club to watch in the Champions League this season. The last time the last time they came close to winning the Champions League was when they were beaten by Barcelona in that final that year. But who knows whether this year Arsenal, will try to replicate that performance they did during those days to see if they can still reach the Champions League final. I'm happy for Arsenal to get straight 7 goals in the Champions League. It's not easy. It was a record now that they played in the Champions League and got 7 goals without a natural striker. So I think since Arsene Wenger left Arsenal, they have never had it so good from all the coaches that that took or that should I say that succeeded him. But Mikel Arteta is proving himself as a genuine replacement of Arsene Wenger, because since he came, Arsenal has changed, Arsenal has improved. Only that they have not been winning, trophies, but he was able to secure an FA Cup trophy for Arsenal. So I believe this Champions League win will be a motivation for them in the local league to continue to give Liverpool a good push for their money for the campaign this season. And the game between Lille and Dortmund also, it was a surprising one for us, because Dortmund at home, everybody expects them to win Lille, because their performances in the Champions League is more ahead of what they are doing in Germany this season. Their domestic league, they are very slow. They are not the Dortmund that we used to know, giving Bayern Munich a very good headache and challenging them for the Bundesliga. But in the Champions League, their game was impressive, and people expect them to have a straight win against Lille, but it was a 1-1 at the end of the day, and now they had a daunting task of traveling to France to see if they can be able to beat Lille at home. Though Lille also this season, they are doing well in both the Champions League and the French League. So it was a very interesting game. So we were amazed by the performances of the teams that had to battle for a spot in the quarterfinal yesterday in the Champions League. Champions League is just like a World Cup. You cannot, anytime you watch Champions League, you are watching football at its best.
Quite interesting, Suleiman, well put together. And of course, looking at those interesting results, we cannot just wait for, next week to see how the return legs will pan out. Well, let's take a look at the matches for today. Paris Saint-Germain are at home to Liverpool. Bayern Munich will be playing also at home to Bayer Leverkusen. Barcelona are away to Benfica. That will be, another time that they will be meeting in the UEFA Champions League this season. And of course, Feyenoord and Inter Milan. I think that's the last surviving Italian team.
Well, let's begin with PSG Liverpool. That will be the match of the day. That will be the, I would believe some people will say it is Bayern Munich and Leverkusen, but I, in my own opinion, I think Liverpool and PSG is the match of the day. It's the star match because PSG are on top form this season. They have Ousmane Dembele, who is scoring goals at will, and also Liverpool are topping the EPL, and they have top players who are on form, who are doing the best in their career this season. Like a person like Salah, Gakpo, Gravenberch, they are having a very seamless season, and they are going to France. They played last. They play last two finals of the Champions League, the past two editions where they play Real Madrid. It was not so good for them in France because the hostility they had from some Real Madrid fans there in France, because Real Madrid has French players who are doing well. Then the Karim Benzema, Tchouameni and Camavinga and some of them. So France are supporting Real Madrid, and it was so bad for Liverpool before the final kickoff that affected their mood. So going back to France now to play PSG, it won't be easy for Liverpool. It will be a very, very tough one. But once, if they scale through, I believe then it will be a good for them. And the PSG should know that they are meeting a Liverpool team that is very different from that of Jurgen Klopp. They are not playing against Liverpool that has Ancelotti as their head coach. So that game is going to be a very difficult one for both teams. And I believe the referee who is going to officiate that game will do the best he could do, because sometimes when team are very when they are losing, sometimes they shift the blame to officiating this and that, but we don't want that to pan. We don't want that to happen. Bayern Munich and Leverkusen also, that game will be a very interesting game. People will want to look out for that game, because Alonso has a very good record with Leverkusen, and he has been with them. He has done unbeaten last season throughout in the domestic league, and also winning the German Cup. And the Bayern Munich now with Vincent Kompany as their head coach, though he's struggling in the Champions League, only that he secured this last 16 spot through playoff. So their performances this season in the Champions League is not so good, because they scrambled to get to where they are now. So I believe Bayern should have an edge over Real Madrid, because going by what they have on ground, their players, they have these aging players. They need to make new recruitment, to have new energy in that team. And Barcelona, Benfica also, people were thinking that Barcelona has an easy ride in Benfica, but that is not so, because in Champions League there is no minor, and every team you see in Champions League has earned that spot. It's not by anything, but by hard work and by determination. That was how they were being able to get it. So going to Portugal for Barcelona, it will be a difficult one for them. Right now, Barcelona are leading at top of the La Liga, but Champions League football is different from what is obtainable anywhere or in the domestic league. Feyenoord, Inter Milan, it will be a cracker as well, because Feyenoord are a very good side, and Slot left Feyenoord to Liverpool. So he groomed some interesting players who are, youthful and who are doing well in Feyenoord. But AC Milan, they are a very top side as well. Right now they are topping the Serie A. They've overtaken Napoli. So I believe AC Milan will have even as they are playing away, should have an edge over Feyenoord, because they have all the resources. Colomani is there. They have Lautaro. They have a good number of players who can secure that win for them. So So it will be interesting today, just like yesterday. So we can't wait to see the result later tomorrow and know, or later in the evening, and know who is going where and who has advantage over who.
Many thanks, Suleiman. Just before you go, we have less than 4 minutes left, on this segment. But I would like us to take a look at, the squad, if my director can, lay hands on that. The squad list for the, World Cup qualifiers. There you have it. That's the provisional list. Ahmad Musa could make his return, if he's finally listed in the 23-man squad. I know you talked about this earlier, but looking at these, what would you want the coach to look at? Do you think Ahmad Musa also has a place in this very team?
Yes, I believe Ahmad Musa has a place in this team. If you look at what is obtainable globally in the world of sport, if you are still playing, age does not matter in football. It matters only when you cannot give in your best. Cristiano Ronaldo is 40 and he's one of the best strikers in the world. He cannot stop scoring. He's still doing so much for his team, Al Nassr, and he's still, he's still the captain of Portugal. Not that they have given it to somebody. He's still the captain of Portugal and he's still scoring goals. So Ahmad Musa deserves this call-off. It's not that there's politics in bringing. He deserves it. He earns it because he's doing well in Kano Pillars. He's scoring goals. He's making an assist. He's playing a good football. He's carrying the team on his shoulder. So it's a deserved one. And I have to say kudos to Eric Chell, because despite people's backlash, people's criticism, he was able to bring in Ahmad Musa to the squad, not minding what people will say. What we want is what you can offer, is what you can give, not your age. It doesn't matter in football. If you can give the result. Now, Chell knows that he needs the result. He's not going to play a fancy football. Anybody that can assist him, secure qualification for Nigeria for the World Cup is what Eric Chell is looking, what he's after. If you look at the carnival of players he invited in the forward list of forward players, all of them are doing very good. Sadiq Umar also, he has rejuvenated himself. Now he's scoring goals. Simon Moses is scoring goals for Nantes. Now he's doing so much in France. Kelechi here Nacho, yes, he's in the Champions League with Middlesbrough now, but still he's struggling. But though I don't know whether he will be in the final selection. But Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, all of them are doing so much. If you look at the midfield, Wilfred Ndidi is also doing well. Alassane Abdullahi, yes, also doing well. Alex Iwobi with Fulham, Anthony Dennis, Christian Uche, all of them are so much. If you look at the goalkeeper selection, Nwabali, everybody knows as the number one goalkeeper, is doing so much. Maduka Okoye is doing so much. And he brought in for the first time now Dele Adebayo and Kayode Bankole, who are doing also very well in the domestic league. So it's a good provisional squad list for him. But let's just pray that he get the final best squad. He got them right, the final 23-man squad. Let him not have any distraction. People should not distract the coach. Let them allow him to make his final decision by himself.
Many thanks, Suleiman. We do know that 16 players will have to make way, but I can tell you, going by what some people have been saying, Kelechi, Paul Onuachu, 2 goalkeepers, some are already predicting about 10 of those names that could go. I think it's going to be a serious selection headache for the coach of the team. But in the meantime, let me thank you, Suleiman, for investing your time with us today. I want to appreciate you. Thank you for dialing in.
Thank you, Mr. Baidi.
Thank you. Do have a great day for yourself. All right. We're still on AM Sports, coming to you from NT Sports 24. And of course, it's time for us to show you an interesting highlight. And of course, at 11, we'll be back with the news. Do stay with us.
On Sunday, Remo Stars travelled to the Cathedral in hope that the unbeaten run of 8 matches would continue in the NPFL as they faced off against the defending champions, Rangers International. The gaffer Daniel Gmonadi had named Sadiq Ismaili back into the starting lineup while there was debut for deadline day signing Bello Babatunde. Up front was Sikra Alimi and Frank Mawena. From Sheung Ogunbide's low cross in the box trying to find Frank Mawena and Sikra Alimi's low shot, Remo Stars could not find the back of the net in the first opening stages of the game. While Rangers International went on the offensive, searching for the first goal of the game, as they did so in the first half, Xavier Isaac scoring from a free kick. Conceding under 30 minutes of football, Remo Stars knew that their work were indeed cut out if they had to get something away from the Cathedral. From another free kick from the right hand side, Rangers could only head the ball away as Remo Stars finished the first half of the game 1 goal behind. Inside the first 5 minutes of the second 45, Remo Stars would go on to concede a second goal. Kingsley Madufuru tapping up the ball from the right hand side. Sensing that the unbeaten run could actually come to an end, the Remo Stars made substitutions with Aruna Adi coming in play. The substitutions did change the course of the game as Remo Stars were more adventurous in course of play. There was a big shout for a penalty when goalkeeper of Rangers International dropped the ball and the Remo Stars players claiming that Sikra Alimi was fouled in the aftermath. The Sky Blue Stars couldn't score in that phase of play and reduced the 2-goal deficit. Same as Chuku Michael hitting the free kick well wide. Sadiq Ismail sent a cross into the box that was well parried away by the goalkeeper of the host. More and more opportunities came the way of the Sky Blue Stars, with Aruna Hadi dribbling past 3 white shirts but could only find his teammate who shot the ball well wide. Remo Stars would eventually score on the 89th minute mark. Sikra Alimi pouncing on a loose ball in the area. Little too late, Sky Blue Stars would lose their 8 matches unbeaten run, but would not lose their 8 points gap at the top of the table. Next for Remo Stars is a clash on Thursday against the Korag United at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne.
welcome to another exciting edition of the NWFL Highlights. Yes, it's time to review how action went down in the NWFL Premiership on match day 4. Very, very exciting matches were played, fantastic goals were scored, and all in all, a very, very exciting time. Yes, it's another exciting week, and of course we have to take a look at how the promises made were delivered. Talking about drama, goals, and standout performances all across the country. As is customary, you need to grab onto something, and if you're ready, let's get straight into the action. Let's start off in Lagos State, the center of excellence, where Robo Queens took on Niger Rattles, and it was a very exciting matchup. Yes, as repeated, and it was a very exciting matchup indeed as premiered. It ended 2-2, but the scoreline did not reveal all the action that went into it. Yes, they played out an entertaining 2-2 draw. Okweyemi Ajakaye wasted no time scoring in the 3rd minute, but Niger Rattles responded through Jenat Ipa. Tumininu additional then converted from the spot to give the visitors the lead. Robo Queens, however, were not to be denied, and they did not go down without a fight. Rodiat Yusuf's 68-minute strike ensured the points were shared. A very thrilling encounter, and that's why the matchup ended.
A chance there, but Niger got their equalizing goal. Some miscommunication with the defense line, and it's 1-1 here in Lagos. Not to locate. I think we're like Salah with a chance, but that was a side netting. Hey! And that's a penalty for Niger Rattles of Abuja. The goalkeeper went the wrong way, and that's a goal. Niger Rattles of Abuja. And 2-1 in favor of Niger Rattles. No longer there. We go to one brilliant. Taking a straight one. And that's a goal for Niger of Robo Queens. And they're back into the game. Beautiful one by Yusuf Rodiat with an outrageous free kick. And now it's 2-2 in a thrilling game. And that's first end of the game. Robo Queens of Niger Rattles of Abuja. 2-2 here at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena. The games will be open to build on as the host Ibom Angels here again at Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
Alright, let's leave Lagos State. Let's head over to Uyo, where Ibom Angels hosted Benue Queens. Yes, in Uyo, Ibom Angels secured a 2-1 victory over Benue Queens, with Wame George Line getting them off to a flying start in the 3rd minute. But Anastasia Emefo equalized very soon after. Just before halftime, Kelechi Chukwulem stepped up with a crucial goal, sealing all 3 points for the Ibom Angels. So it ended 2-1 in favor of Ibom Angels. let's go over to Latvia right about now, where Nasarawa Amazons got away with a 2-0 victory over Ekiti Queens in the heart of Latvia. Yes, Nasarawa Amazons continue their impressive form with a 2-0 win over Ekiti Queens in Latvia. After a goalless first half, Siena Ojiboi broke the deadlock in the 62nd minute, and just 2 minutes later, Janet Akekeromowe doubled their lead. A very strong performance indeed coming from Nasarawa Amazon. Some might even call it a declaration of intent looking at the table. Yes, action still going on the highlight show. Let's move over to Umahia right about now, the city of Pounded Yam, if you like it hot and heavy. Abia Angels took on Conference Queens. It was a very one-sided matchup, yes indeed. Why do I say so? Well, the scoreline reveals that. One of the standout performances of the week coming from Mary Lucky, who stole the show for Abia Angels with a stunning hat-trick in just 8 minutes. Yes, she struck in the 57th, the 60th and the 65th minutes, powering Abia Angels to a dominant 3-0 victory over Conference Queens. What a performance indeed. You can say she's shown like a billion stars.
Taken by Loki. Here for Loki.
Let me just use the phobia, the fear of Edo Queens being the champion and they went for CAF and come back, I think those things enter into them. But I told them I built confidence on them. He said nothing is there. Football is all about 90 minutes. When you go there, play. They are female like you. So and they build that confidence. And if you watch every day, we improve and the game is going well. He's in the game. He's in the game. Yeah. Sometimes there will be a tension, but you don't know that the player has a tension. So, but through what is happening, as a coach, I read it and I talked to her, and she calmed down. That's the central defender. If you watch after 2 or 3 of that mistake, she stopped it. So it's one of the it's part of the game. Seriously, I am not expecting any other thing than at worst draw in their home. I don't want to lose. The way we played in Heartland, we want to play more than what we played in Heartland. So we have decided as a team that after that Edo match, we will never lose any other match again.
I feel very happy and excited. Yeah, from the first half, I told them, these teams are just, like from the first half, you know, they will give in their all. But I must say the second half is the more important game. And it's the second half that will determine the end of the game. Having a hard trick from here is an opponent. I think I'll have more goals from Ramos, please.
All right, to Asaba we go now, where Delta Queens and Rivers Angels played a 2-1 game. Who had the 2? Well, keep listening and we'll find out. Yes, in the heart of Asaba, Rivers Angels came from behind to claim a 2-1 win over Delta Queens. Favor Dagogo put Delta ahead in the 18th minute, but Rivers responded with goals from Patience Otubo and Mary Moses. A great comeback from Rivers Angels, who showed resilience to take all 3 points. Well deserved, you might ask. Alright, let's go to Ikene, where Remo Stars ladies took on Heartland Queens, a battle for survival. But at the end of the day, when the dust settled, 5 goals had been scored. How were they shared? Well, let's review all. Yes, one of the biggest wins of the week came in Ikene, where Remo Stars ladies dominated Heartland Queens and it was a 4-1 victory in favor of Remo Stars. Kafayat Bashiru opened up the scoring, but Heartland hit back through Monica Matthew. Remo Stars then stepped up their game, with Bolaji Olamide scoring not once but twice, while Deborah Kenge also found the back of the net. A very, very exciting time it was, and of course you can be assured that the celebrations were pristine and very, very loud for the victorious team. Let's go back to Lagos State, where Dana's Ladies and Edo Queens went head-to-head. They played out a 1-1 draw, and Goodness Osigwe gave Edo the lead in the 18th minute, but Omotoke Ogunfua equalized in the second half to earn a point for Danaz. A lot of near misses, close action, but at the end of the day, both sides had to settle for sharing the points in that matchup that ended 1-1 when the final whistle went.
Kafayat to take the corner kick. Six yellow shirts in the area. Salimot, different ball game against the current champions. Usani's cross. Influential led in peace. Also true, Osigwe, the only goal scorer in the game so far, crosses into the area, goalkeeper gets a hand to it, it's cleared out by Omotoke. So runner on the right hand side, that's Lovett. Poor clearance, the captain Moses, goalkeeper Sedimo gets a hand to it. Runs over it, it's taken by it, it's a goal,
quite interesting. I told you earlier that I'll be back for the news, and it's almost news time. I can see in the news studio. Guess who's there? Francisca Bile. Good morning to you, Francisca. How are you doing today?
Good morning to you too, Badia Delay, and of course, I'm doing great.
All right, good to know. Yesterday we saw that, Super Eagles coach Eric Chelle released the 39-man provisional squad for the Super Eagles, ahead of their matches, this, match. For you, do you want Ahmed Musa back in that team?
Of course I do. I mean, Ahmed Musa is a very good player, so I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be part of the team.
All right, quite interesting. Are you ready for the news?
Of course I am.
Beautiful. All right, Francisca will be back with the news team for the news at 11. That will be after this. Do stay with us.
First African to compete in 7 Olympic Games. Throughout his career, Koriola's sportsmanship, perseverance, and love for table tennis inspired many young athletes in Nigeria and across Africa. Even though he never won an Olympic medal, his achievements and the barriers he broke made him a true champion in the hearts of many.
One more spot is open in the semifinals, and one of these men will take it in just like that. Michael Duke floors Tyrone Spong. Big right hand by Duke. Dude said he has nothing to lose, and he's showing that right now. A couple of other shots get through from Duke. Oh, big shot from Tyrone Spong. Floors Michael Duke.
Michael Duke is in big trouble here. His eyes are crossed. He just ate. Oh no, this fight's over.
He's not getting up.
Dylan Brooks is in. He's got 5 fouls. Zakai's going to have a go right at him. Wow! Exquisite! Nobody in this game can do the special things with the basketball like Kyrie Irving.
Exquisite.
Nice lob, Joe. Moutier.
What
a play! Oh, fancy dribbling, PJ!
Arsenal crushed PSV 7-1 in Champions League last 16 first leg. Edo Queens aims for CAF Women's Champions League glory. Plus, Comptroller General of Customs promises continuous support to sports development. Details of these and more coming up shortly. Hello and welcome to the news at 11. I am Francisca Bile. Captain Ahmed Musa has been included in the 39-man provisional squad for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying matches against Rwanda and Zimbabwe by head coach Eric Chelle. The list includes goalkeeper Stanley Wambale and Adeleye Adebayo, defenders Williams Ekong, Calvin Bassey and Olaolu Aina, midfielders Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, and forward Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen and Simon Moses. To this effect, sports enthusiasts bear their minds.
Philosophy, Yeah, and the coach,
is yet to know, the players he's going to work with in the club. That is the Super Eagles team. So I think the home-based players he invited, to be fair, over the years, our home-based players who were invited before now gave even more than we Nigerians expected from them, because some of these guys, all they need is, the platform to play. They are so patriotic. Even those, the Europe-based also, those that play in abroad too. But the point I'm trying to make here is, those home-based players, to be fair, they are more, ready. Anytime you call them, they are not afraid of injury. So the home-based guys he invited, coupled with the other guys from abroad that he invited, I think he's trying to, actually give everybody the chance to play so he can, compile his list.
They are working with the people they know, and then they are working like with the people they have. Because if they're like good players out there and then they cannot invite them, so what is the reason for calling home-based players when they're like good players out there?
It's a high privilege for the home-based player to go into the Super Eagles, like especially that Rangers. There was one Rangers international defenders that he invited. He's putting on number 34, but I don't know the particular name. That one particular is a very good player. So I've been following Rangers international right from Enugu to when I'm at Ghana. He's a very good player. It's a big privilege for us to improve our playing mentality and skills for playing for the Super Eagles.
Looking at this first selection of the first players from the MPFL, it's a good development of the league, because most especially the MPFL this season has really given a good development, most especially where teams can also win away from homes, and players have also given good account of their qualities, and it's a very good one. And Ahmed Musa, who have also come down to, right from the January transfer window to play with Kano Pillars, had really given a good account of himself with good performance, and so far I think he has had about 4 goals with Kano Pillars.
Meanwhile, the newly reappointed chairman of Bendel Insurance and former deputy governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, says winning the Nigerian Women's Football League and conquering the continent in the CAF Women's Champions League is the ultimate goal for Edo Queens this season. Shaibu credited the recent resurgence of Bendel Insurance FC to the Edo State governor, Monday Okpebolo, who reinstated the club's welfare packages, ensuring both the men's and women's teams are highly motivated to reform at their best. Following crowd violence in their game against Kano Pillars FC in November 2024, Shaibu appreciated the NFF Appeal Committee for their ruling, assuring Bendel Insurance maintained one of the best security networks during matches. Elsewhere, Nigeria's under-17 girls team, the Flamingos, will today, Wednesday, depart for South Africa for the first leg of their FIFA under-17 Women's World Cup qualifying match against the under-17 girls of South Africa, known as Botswana. The match, which will be officiated by Kenya referees appointed by the Confederation of African Football, is scheduled to knock off at 3 p.m. South African time and 2 p.m. Nigerian time on Saturday, March 8th at the Lucas Moripe Stadium in Pretoria, the administrative capital of South Africa. Head coach Bankole Olowokiri has selected 19 players for the trip, including goalkeeper Christiana Uzoma, defenders Hannah Ibrahim and Jumai Adebayo, midfielders Shakirat Moshood and Moinat Rotimi, and forwards Harmony Chidi and Chisom Wanchuku. Away from Nigeria, Arsenal became the first team in Champions League history to score 7 goals away from home in a knockout match in PSV on Tuesday as Real Madrid edged past City rivals Atletico Madrid. The reports.
Arsenal made history in the UEFA Champions League on Tuesday night by becoming the first team to score 7 goals in an away knockout match, defeating PSV Eindhoven 7-1 in the first leg of their round of 16 clash. Mikel Arteta's squad struck 3 times within 13 minutes span in the first half and added 4 more goals after the break, effectively securing their spot in the quarterfinals. This victory marks Arsenal's 5th consecutive win in the Champions League, their longest streak in the competition since at least in 2004-2005 season. In other matches, Real Madrid leads their intense last 16 tie against Atletico de Madrid 2-1 after an exciting first leg at the Santiago Bernabeu. A spectacular second-half goal from Brahim Diaz clinched the debut following a stunning strike from Julian Alvarez that equalized Rodrigo's earlier goal, setting up a thrilling second leg at the Metropolitano Stadium next week. The winner of the match is likely to face Arsenal in the quarterfinals, while Aston Villa will enter their second leg match against Club Brugge with a 2-goal advantage after scoring twice in the final minutes at Jan Brenda Stadium. This marked Villa's first knockout game in Europe's premier competition since 1983. And Borussia Dortmund was held to a 1-1 draw at home against Lille, with Harrison equalizing for Lille in the second half. Dortmund must win in the return leg in France to keep their European hosts alive in what has been a lackluster season. For Lille, the result boosts their chances of reaching their first Champions League quarterfinals.
The Champions League round of 16 is to feature both an all-German matchup as Omoyeben Unobo revealed the matches played Wednesday. The report. Customs Service and the Nigerian Television Authority are set to collaborate to ensure the success of the 2025 African Women's Volleyball Club Championship in Abuja. Comptroller General of Customs Bashiri Adewale Adeniyi revealed this during his visit to NTA Sport 24 at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Bade Adeleye tells us more.
The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, arriving for a special guest appearance on NTA Sports 24 at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. On hand to receive the CG was the General Manager, NTA Sports, Kayode Adeniyi, and the company of his management staff. The first port of call was the studio where the CG had an hour discussion on NTA Sports' flagship program, AM Sports, focusing on the giant strides of the Nigeria Customs Service in sports development in Nigeria. The CG touched on a variety of topics ranging from the high premium the NCS places on sports, the support for the growth of sports in Nigeria, to other national issues regarding sports, as well as the upcoming African Women's Volleyball Championship for Club in Abuja to be hosted by the Nigeria Customs Service this April in collaboration with the National Sports Commission.
Nigeria will have the opportunity to field two strong teams, the Customs teams, that's the defending national champion, and of course the Navy team, which came second during the national playoffs. So we expect a very, very, very tough competition because there is only one slot for Africa, which will be determined during that championship. Ahead, beyond what we are going to be seeing on the volleyball courts, we also want to show the positive side of Nigeria. We want to show that we are good in organizing things. We want to show that we are quite warm, hospitable, and friendly. So we will be displaying the best of Nigerians' hospitality, the best of Nigerian friendliness, warmth, our food, our cuisine, our entertainment that ranks to next to none in Africa. So we also want other African countries to come to Abuja and experience that.
After the interview session, the CG was then shown around the station and intimated on how the day-to-day transmission of the first 24-hour dedicated sports channel in the country is run, before he had a brief meeting with the management staff. The CG commended NTA Sports for playing a pivotal role in the promotion of sports in the country and assured that the NCS will collaborate with NTA to advance the course of sports in Nigeria, starting with the upcoming Africa Women's Volleyball Club Championship in Abuja.
We believe NTA has the reach. We believe NTA has what it takes in terms of the technical equipment, the personnel that is needed. So we will be glad to work with NTA to give maximum publicity, create awareness for this tournament, and we would be glad to have some discussions with management of NTA on how we can collaborate to ensure that we give this tournament the publicity it deserves.
CG Bashir Adewale Adeniyi's passion for sports has been described by many as unquantifiable. He has over the years played crucial roles in sports development in the Nigeria Customs Service, the paramilitary, and the country by extension. He is currently a board member of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation. In Abuja, Badi Adeleye, NT News.
Let's now go back to our earlier report on the Champions League round of 16 review.
Feyenoord is set to face defending Serie A champions Inter Milan tonight in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League round of 16. Feyenoord secured their spot in this stage of the league after a remarkable win against the highly regarded AC Milan in the playoff round, and now hopes to pull off another surprise against another Italian powerhouse. Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen will meet for the fourth time in their third competition this season. Both teams have only suffered one defeat in 2025. The previous Bundesliga encounters ended in draws, and Leverkusen eliminated Bayern from the DFB Pokal. Since Xabi Alonso took over as manager at Leverkusen, Bayern has not managed to defeat them in any of their 6 meetings. This trend must change if Bayern wants to progress to the Champions League quarterfinals against the winners of the Feyenoord and Inter Milan match-up, while Bayern sits at the top of the Bundesliga, leading Leverkusen by 8 points. Leverkusen finished the Champions League group stage in 6th place, avoiding the knockout round, where Bayern narrowly advanced past Celtic. Elsewhere, Barcelona's pursuit of European dominance continues as they face Benfica at Stadio da Luz, riding high from an exhilarating league phase. La Gruna aims to take a significant step towards their long-awaited return to the top of European football, and Liverpool's journey continues with an exciting matchup against Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes as the Reds take on one of Europe's elite teams. Manager Arne Slot hopes to secure a vital victory to enhance Liverpool's position in the tournament. However, there are injury and fitness concerns that may affect Liverpool starting up ahead of the match. In Abuja, Omoyemi Unubu.
Well, that's the size of our package. Let's now join Bade Adeleye for the continuation of AM Sports. I am Francisca Bile. Bye for now.
LaMelo! How did he do that? Most guys would have had vertigo.
Look at this. Show it, get the flyby.
Oh my goodness.
Bring it to basket.
11-point fourth quarter for De'Aaron Fox. Spin cycle. So much jelly that can't be jam. What a play by De'Aaron Fox.
He's going to be with Houston and Golden State. Cannot wait. And Simmons again. Right-handed jam. The seas parted for Ben Simmons. He's got a couple of those in this game. But these Nuggets have all been together for the most part. Now he goes and oh my goodness, what a basket! Jamal, because we got to see this.
Murray is attacking. Look at him go up. No, I'm not going to dunk. Not going to use. As I walk through the the valley of the shadow of death. I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking.
Right, we've come to the end of today's show, and I want to thank you for investing your time with us. And of course, it's been an interesting ride, I want to believe, from your own point of view. And of course, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone here, from the producer to the director, to the transmission director, the audio people, and of course, the engineers, not leaving out the camera crew in the studio, and of course, everyone here at NTA Sports 24. I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Let's do it together on Thursday, and do not forget that immediately after this, Sports Health and Wellness will be coming up, so don't miss out on that. Do stay with us. I am Badi Adile. Do have for yourselves a very beautiful day. Bye for now.